Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Scott and Jamie Show. I'm Scott with Velocity.
I'm Jamie, still with Velocity.
Yeah, Jamie makes fun of me every week because she says, you know, why are we saying with Velocity anymore? It says Velocity on top of us there, behind us. It's Velocity's website, it's Velocity's YouTube channel. I don't know, I just like the word Velocity.
So we work for Velocity.
Yeah, we do.
Good to know.
That is good to know. This week's topic is experimentation.
Yes.
People have been asking me that sometimes we talk about certain things that are going on in our lives on the Scott and Jamie Show, but then we don't update people on what's going on. So I thought this could be a cool opportunity for us to talk about some of the experiments that have been going on in our lives.
Updates.
Yeah, so I just want to give one update, and that is on my cell phone experiment.
Yeah, you've been doing that for a while now.
7 weeks in a row, I have not taken my cell phone with me when I'm out and about on the weekend. And the weekend is Saturday and Sunday, obviously. It's not any different than any other weekend. And if it's a long weekend, I don't take it for the long weekend either, if it's like Monday or whatever. If it's a day off, I do not use my cell phone when I'm out and about. When I'm home, I do. And it has been amazing. I feel much more focused, more present. And you know, I love to experiment for experiment's sake. I mean, it's one of my values to be experimental and explorative. So, explorative?
Yeah.
Is that a word? Yeah. And so I really enjoy that type of lifestyle, and it's been very rewarding for me to continue these types of experiments. And last week, actually, I'll share one more real quick one before Jamie goes.
Good.
We did the milk experiment.
Yes.
Which I blogged about recently, but it was this idea that we have this amazing friend who's a nutrition counselor slash coach. And
Holly Harmon.
Holly Harmon.
Say her name. We love Holly Harmon.
We love Holly Harmon.
She's the best.
She is the best. So she has been saying to me, you know what, why don't you try organic milk since you drink 3 gallons of milk a week? It might be good for you to try something else. And I tried it and said, it tastes the same. And you questioned me and you said, I don't think that's true.
Because I work with Holly Harmon and I know that you were full of it.
Yeah, I was full of it. So we did a blind taste test, like the Pepsi challenge from the 1980s. Where I tried different samples of milk, and I picked the organic milk every time for tasting better. And I realized that the reason why I wanted it to taste the same is because organic milk costs like $400 a gallon.
Yeah,
and so
not 400.
Yeah, Scott. I feel like OPEC is like running the whole. It's like some kind of a scandal or scheme. I don't know. But it costs more, and I didn't want to pay more. But I realized whether I pay more for it or not, whether I decide to indulge in organic milk or not, at least now it's based on truth and not some ridiculous it tastes the same, because it doesned taste the same.
Right.
So more experimentation. What have you been up to?
So, as you guys know, I've been using the Nike Fuel Band, which is this fuel band that keeps track of the fuel. And we still don't really know what fuel is, but it's very fun. So I started at 2,000 points a day trying to get, which I did for a really long time, and then upped it by 100 points every 21 days.
Right, right.
Again last week, 96 days in to my fuel band experiment, I accidentally went to bed with 50 points to go and broke my streak.
96 days in a row.
96 days.
When have you ever done anything 96 days in a row?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
So I was a little devastated by that, but I very quickly rebounded and said, you know, this overall has been an amazing experience, and I want to do it again. And so I got right back on the wagon with it, and so now I think I'm at 7 days.
Right. And I think that's what's important is when you're trying to create a habit, once you realize it's going to be long term, missing doesn't really matter. It's like I recently realized that I have been working out at a gym for almost 20 years, which means I've done about 1 million repetitions.
Right.
If I don't do 100 one day or 200 the next week, it's not going to make a darn bit of difference.
Right.
What matters is creating the habit.
Yeah.
And you've done it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when we talk about this in our Success U class, we talk about goal orientation. And if you have, there's a couple of kinds of goal orientation. And if you have a mastery level orientation, it means you want to learn and grow from your experience. So you're not so concerned about, am I going to look good, which is one of the other orientations, or I hope I don't look bad, which is another orientation. So having this mastery orientation when you're experimenting is really helpful in getting up and having the resilience to try when you failed, right? And learning new things and not being set in your ways just because it costs slightly more.
Right, just because
for organic milk that will not kill you.
Right, exactly. And plus it's fun. Yeah. It breaks the log jam. Sometimes life can get so mundane, and try something else. Go for it. What do you have to lose?
Yeah.
Nothing.
We're from Velocity.
We are from Velocity, and we love our viewers. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back next week for another episode of the Scott and Jaime Show. Bye for now.
Bye.